Bonjour, j'espère que tout va bien. Et aujourd'hui, we're gonna be unboxing these. Je sais un peu de français, but that was about it. I hope it sounded somewhat decent. I got these 3 little plushies of Oshida and Dao and Mary. I thought that these were so cute when I saw them. I probably spent a little bit too much. They were a little less than 10 bucks each, which is kind of insane, but I do think that these are the cutest girls and plushies, girls and Panzer plushies that I have ever seen, to be honest. They're a lot smaller than I thought. They were new, so I get it, like, why they were more expensive. I just think that they are absolutely adorable, and they're also stackable. This is the 1/7 Marie scale by Kotobukiya for Girls and Panzer Das Finale. I picked this figure up off of Ami Ami. She's in AB condition, which usually I don't go for AB condition because I like to save money, but I was kind of more willing to spend that to make sure I got the extra faceplate. This was actually an instance where it was cheaper to get her on Ami Ami rather than finding her on Yahoo Auctions. What I was seeing her go up on there was more than what I ended up getting her for. Just remember, whenever you're like looking up figures, do your research and see what actually makes sense money-wise, because sometimes things are actually cheaper on Ami Ami versus Yahoo Auctions and vice versa. Oh boy, this is something you could theoretically use, even if you don't want to keep the box. You can use this as a diorama for other figures and just put this in the background. In fact, I'm probably going to do that, and it looks like it might be the perfect height to go behind all of them. You can see her little face right there. Very nice, very cute. There are a couple of figures of different Girls and Panzer girls sitting on their tank parts. I gotta be careful not to cut the hat. The other 2 that come to mind is the Erica one, which is by Di Molto Bene, so a different company. I've actually never opened anything up by Di Molto Bene, I don't think. The other one is Nishi has one of her standing on part of her tank. And there's the one of Yukari sitting on the part of her tank too. Yeah, I have that one though. And I've already reviewed it, so if you're interested, that's part of a bigger haul, but she is in there. I did nick it a little bit, it looks like, with the knife, which is totally my bad. But other than that, it looks really good. Oh, the hair seam. Alright. Well, First of all, I'm surprised she is attached to her base. I was expecting to be plopping her on her base, but not so much. Wow, she is thick. Her thighs are thick. I never realized that with Mary, but I guess it makes sense because she's always eating. The cake is weird. It looks like it has a crack in the bottom of it, but it also looks like that's on purpose. It's on the other side as well. An interesting choice, I guess, but since I don't really know what kind of cake this is she's eating, I guess that's okay. Her hair is perfect. It's gorgeous. I love it. Other than the top, where there is a pretty awful seam line. Now that being said, you're not going to see it because the hat... It is magnetic. It's a very weak magnet, but that's all you need, so who cares? I think that the shading on the jacket is fantastic. It's super subtle, but it's still there. It still looks nice. Her hair doesn't have much shading in it other than maybe the curls, and the curls do have some lines in it. I'm seeing that as I look super close, but remember how close I'm looking, and it's in the back. You're not gonna see that. I think the base is also really well sculpted. I like that it's slanted here instead of just being cut down straight. I think it adds just a little bit more motion to the eye when you look at it. I think her face is absolutely adorable. I like that she's sitting on a pillow because that makes sense in the Super Marie. I will say I wish the pillow had more shading. The tassels could have really used it, but that's really an easy fix and a very minute nitpick compared to the rest of the figure. The rest of it I think looks really good, and for the price I think it's well worth it. Her shoes have a little bit of a gloss on them, which is fairly common for Girls and Panzer figures, and again, overall I just think this paint job is fantastic. I am a little bit disappointed that you can't take her off of here, just because it would have been cool to be able to just like plop her on anything. But maybe that's just me. I probably wouldn't even have taken advantage of that option necessarily, but if they could just add a peg to her butt maybe, so that way I could take her off and put her places. But having her glued to it, I mean, that's the intention of the figure anyways, so it makes sense. You're supposed to have her like this. I just thought it would be kind of neat if you had that option. Let's go ahead and get her extra faceplate on her. So this is the piece that comes off. It's just these 2 little curls, and it's kind of scary to do, I'm not gonna lie. It's because it's actually a bendable piece. that it's a little bit scary to do that, but it's not too bad. Let's see, can we get her face out of there without taking the rest of her hair off? You know, it shows that you could take her hair off, but it's really stuck on there and I'm kind of worried about it. But her face should come off. Oh, it's wiggling. It's wiggling. There we go. Okay, that wasn't exactly the easiest thing. And it says in the directions that you could take the back of her hair off. I don't think that's something you can actually do. I think it's something that, in theory, if you had to do, you could probably force it. Here is her little face. Very cute. She's got a bunch of crap on her face and she's smiling. Let's go ahead and plop that in here. And getting the hair back in, I assume, is going to be annoying too, because it was annoying to take out. Oh boy. Mush. Mush. Oh, jeez. There we go. Make sure everything's angled well, or else you're gonna have a really not fun time. There she is, smiling. I think she looks absolutely adorable like this. I'm gonna have a real tough time trying to figure out which faceplate I should use for this, because honestly, I love her eye color. I think it's one of the prettiest eye colors out of all the girls in the series. And Marie's not my favorite by any means, but I think her eye color is gorgeous. But at the same time, this face is so cute. Also, I realized that if you push the hat down a bit, it does just stay outside of it being magnetized, though that might be because I had, you know, taken the hair off, and it looks like I might not have pushed it all the way back in right, but whatever. We'll deal with that later. Or not. I do highly recommend this. I feel like the clothing looks really good. The lines on the jacket are very well done. The buttons are circular, and again, the shading on this figure is perfect. It's not too much, it's just the right amount, I think. Overall, I have to recommend this one. I think it looks really nice. I think it's worth it for the price. If you can find her for under 60 bucks, I say go for it, because she's well worth it. That is all I have for you today. Merci beaucoup d'avoir regardé. If you made it this far, I assume you at least somewhat like me. If you could go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, it really helps the channel out. I'm a figure collector who collects whatever she wants. However, once a month I do promise a Girls und Panzer unboxing and review. So if that's something that you're interested in, you might want to stick around a while. Anyways, I hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye!